And I'm back with MarsWar, the next chunk of levels starting from map 7 onwards. In this ZDoom edition on V3.01, they got new text screens that weren't in the original version from 1998. This is map 7, another really great map. You can see right off the bat, what I like to call a Nathan Linebackism. He's got all these little very interesting things throughout his WADs, and this level really is just full of them. You get these nice little floating mid-texture, whatever you call it. I guess it's supposed to be like the monoliths from 2001: A Space Odyssey or some shit with the little door track texture. The great song. It's like this room for some reason. Oh, I guess there's like a reject error. Oh, what am I doing? I had to go back and play the end of map 6 again because I forgot to record the text intermission. So you might notice that my stats are not exactly the same as the end of the last recording, but that's okay. I do remember there's some bad stuff down here. Ah, never mind. Pretty ugly right now. But yeah, right off the bat, a blue bowl I don't need. It's a very, according to the text file, this was originally based on, surprisingly enough, a Wolfenstein 3D level he made, even though it really doesn't look Wolfenstein-ish at all. That's very, very interesting. Personally, if it was me, I would have had much bigger torches. Like, you know, if you could set the ground levels lower and you have the fire just sticking out of like a big lantern-looking thing. But again, I guess that's like a modern Doom Builder 3D view editor talking. Right off the bat, we see another linebackism, another early self-referencing sector for like a floating platform. Very cool shit right here. Oh, and that's like yet another texture change too. We got these tech greens, and we got these like lights, and oh, that's right, I forgot to hit the switch. More ammo that I desperately do not need. There's actually two ways to progress. I think I'm gonna go this way first. And here we had yet another Nathan Linebackism. We got the flying chainsaw, ominously blinking. I know there's probably a lot of viewers, if they've somehow managed to watch through to the end of the first 6 maps, are probably shaking their heads in disgust at this ugly 90s mapping, but can't help but admit that it's very nice and nostalgic for me. Like I said, Nathan Lineback's levels actually do play pretty good, even if they don't exactly look great. Oh, unfortunately you missed it lowering down. That's okay, you missed the obvious Hall of Mirrors effect when it gets within your eye level. Am I stupid? But oh, it does. I thought I hit use on it. I guess I didn't. This little door takes you back to the weird elevator room. I mean, I guess I could see how this might be like a Wolfenstein level with how these... I don't know, maybe I can sort of see it. Probably heard some enemies down there. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's some deadly chain gunners up on those rafters, too. I think I remember a secret in one of these alcoves. Go back to the middle one first. That's where we'd get the super shotgun if you're pistol starting. See a very worthless partial invisibility spear. I guess I'll go for it. There's some more mega armor I do not need. Save that for later. Now this unfortunately is a very Wolfenstein-ish room. Probably remember all those strange 90-degree hallways shaped like this. Because they couldn't do diagonal walls in Wolfenstein Engine. Not sure why Nathan Lineback just kept that as is. Looks really awkward as shit. You might notice he does have a custom texture here with the gray wall and the little step texture is like a wooden panel border, I guess. I think they can't see me because I've got ZDoom compatibility settings wrong. There's always another Nathan Linebackism. His strange half house. It's like partially built, or I guess like it's being lifted out of the foundations of the building. I don't know. Very surreal mapping. Yeah, I got plenty of rockets to spare, so I don't really care. Uh-oh, that's right. I think those are the first Revenants seen in this mod. What am I waiting for? Guess I could try to lure them in. Yeah, here we go. Get the most of my BFG shot. There we go. The 2 down, 1 super shotgun shot. There we go. Again, back in 1995, for people playing with the arrow keys, this was probably not that easy. But nowadays it's so trivial it's almost a joke. Got the yellow key. I think the level's actually another very short level. One thing you'll notice about this first episode of sorts is that it's very streamlined and short. I guess I might as well go back for the Soul Sphere now. Just top myself off. Not make the same mistake as the last recording. Does that lava just not hurt you? Oh, it does. It does. And it just seems to be the super lava, too. Nice mismatched fire texture I saw as I went up. I swear I remember more secrets in this level. Top myself off with that mega armor, too. Yeah, for some reason that's considered a secret, even though it's a very obvious ledge. I've got plenty of bullets. Actually, you know what? Again, this is the kind of mod where you can just waste rockets to your heart's content. There's another Nathan Linebackism. You got these strange floating doors, and when you go inside, you got all these crazy floating mid-texture crates. Not really. It doesn't really add anything to the level, but again, it's just a nice little cool idea. Probably based on a dream he had. Got all these Doom cute lamps made out of the icon of Sinbrain. It's probably the most normal room, unfortunately. Probably should have put this table thing on that ceiling, I guess. Again, completely pointless. He just loves these pointless things. They've easily just been regular doors. I don't know. Again, if you're the kind of Doom player who hates shit like this, you might as well just stop watching now, because it only gets worse from here. But I know there's probably a very small crowd. Now, here we have the big centerpiece of this, the final room, which I'm just going to make trivially easy with the BFG ammo he so kindly provides me. I was hoping that would have killed them in one shot. These nice mid-texture archways. I think in the botched H2H Xmas recording I said there was an archway in map 10 of that mod that reminded me of this level. Then you get some little floating mid-texture exit signs. That's it. Not a very long level, but pretty memorable and cool for the 95, I guess. This is definitely the chunk of the levels where the mod starts taking shape, going to some really bizarre and cool territory. Now this is one of my all-time favorite levels from MarsWar. This is the one that I was showed off in the H2H Xmas video that I was going to remaster. Gotta love this crazy song. So yeah, you can see right to the left and right, you'd have these strange alcoves. I'll go back to them for a second. This is the room I showed off the H2H Xmas video. Yeah, nice looking view. Very complex level. Little side area, another little useless side area that isn't really used for anything. Just some armor, I guess, if you start this level. Right off the bat, you can see the exit, but it's being blocked by some Hell Knights and some bars. Before I start talking some more, I'll just snipe these imps out of existence. Oh crap, they can actually see me. Oh, I just noticed the pain elemental is awake too. It's not good. And the Mancubus too. Wow, I forgot how much, the main centerpiece of this level is this giant poison bridge. I don't know why he didn't just have, split vertices, but whatever. But yeah, what I was saying, this bar wasn't always here. In the original 1988 version, it was just an open window. But he actually went back and added this for the 2009 re-release just to prevent ZDoom players from cheating this level, beating it in like 10 seconds. I'm going to show off the little sliders. By the way, you guys see the little interesting house with the... let me see if I can cheat. Oh, he added invisible walls. He uses the sky... this lowered invisible texture sky ceiling to hide the fact that it's a shorter building. Whatever the hell I'm talking about. So yeah, these little side alcoves, you go in here. I guess they're technically secrets, even though they're pretty goddamn obvious. You get some chain gun if you're doing a pistol start. Now the thing about this level, up until now, the levels have been pretty decent with the pistol starts, but when I went back and played this one with a pistol start, I was shocked how unfair and like badly placed the items were. I don't know, it just seems like Nathan Lineback forgot to place the items in this level. Secret with a soul sphere. I'm going to skip it though because I don't need it right now. I just really love this sewer area with the like the slime fall in the cave or whatever. Again, that's why I chose this level to redo. Because I always really love this layout. But yeah, like I was saying, this level really has almost no resources or item pickups at all. This, like, if you start from a pistol start, you will actually have to like punch shotgunners. I'm not even making that up. Without the Berserk pack too. Anyway, that's all crap taken care of. Time to get the level started. Now, over here you see some pinkies. Even though this is such a big room, there's only like a few active enemies. Which seems kind of like a wasted space. Locked door. Now, even though it looks like there's ways to go, these doors are both locked. Over here, though, we have yet another, what I like to call, like I said, Nathan Linebackism. You see this interesting little alcove. You walk up, though, and it shuts itself. And then you got these two interesting, like, walls of weird scabby flesh. Now, believe it or not, you gotta shoot these scabby flesh walls and it just opens a secret. Again, one of those what the fuck Nathan Lineback moments. And by the way, you gotta just love how it transitions from, like, cement walls to, like, slab walls to... the gray stone walls, like map 19 of Doom 2. And now that the song's over for the first... Is it the first loop? Yeah. I always loved this song. Didn't find out until a couple years... I don't want to say a couple years ago, but like quite a while back after I played this WAD. It's actually based on an old Italo disco group called Laserdance, and in fact, even the mod file is titled dns.mod. I think it was the Galactic Dance, I think it was called. If it wasn't for a copyright strike, I would put up a comparison, but I'll probably link to it in the description. By the way, this is another weird Nathan Linebackism. I'm going to quick save for this, and then just God mode. He's got this little alcove with the little animated sewer textures all in the same animation frame, by the way, and it's like he had to raise the ceiling and had this indented, and it's like he didn't quite understand if he had just raised the floor to the same height as where he has the ceiling, it would have been perfectly seamless, just perfectly seamless against the wall without this strange indentation. This is about Nathan Lineback. It's like, for his time, he was pretty, like, knowledgeable about Doom, but it's like he didn't quite get it. Like, the thing about Doom is that there's a lot of people, it's like they get Doom, and there's a lot of people they don't get Doom. By the way, all this to just get a freaking rad suit with that ugly white rubble texture. You could just run across the damage flow since it's only, I think, like the lowest rated. By the way, you get this little blue armor stolen from E1M7 of Doom. Yeah, but Nathan Lineback, he's got these very interesting level designs. but he doesn't always quite get how to have like combat encounters, how to place certain objects, and that's what gives MarsWar such a strange vibe, and I don't know, very recommended. Like here, even now you can see he's got like the comp walls, again, sort of like E1M7, which I think is the level that highly inspired it. But then he's got like these lion heads from like, I want to say E2M2. He's got the slad walls, which I guess fit the theme, but then, I don't know. You go in this little side area, and then all of a sudden you got gray, ugly vine walls. You got weird flaming windows. I guess the building is on fire. You got these stone walls, and then suddenly it's a cavern. It's like a freaking like mountain area outside. Time of day is different than the starting area, and even the wall textures are different. It's like he could just never keep this texture theme consistent. By the way, very trivial counter. I was even thinking about this when I remastered the lever. It's like, dude, obvious choice to put a paint elemental here. Again, it's like Nathan Lineback, he gets it, but he doesn't get it. It's like, yeah, have the two big fatties spray the arena with fireballs to make you dodge it left and right on these tiny ledges. But then have a paint element just spitting Lost Souls at you to add pressure and to take your eyes off the targets that are spamming the arena with fireballs. And like I said in the last video, this is like another full bright level. You can see almost no like lighting effects. It's all the same consistent brightness except for this outdoor area. I guess those flickering windows. Hit that switch and it opens up very slowly raising bridge. Again, 90s map making, everybody. Might as well just jump into the nuke just to show off these cool little teleporters. Takes you right back. Doesn't face you towards the obvious switch though, it forces you towards the plasma gun. This door right here just leads you back to that cool computer metal panel room. Nice little bit of interconnectivity. A very ugly lift texture he probably should have had it. And for some reason, again, he's got the same floor texture with like rocks as like the lift. Like he forgot to change that or something. And all this, again, it's a secret, all that for a fucking plasma gun. Had 540, 540, no time, plasma cells. It's like this is just a complete, all of this on this auto map, completely shaped like a toilet for some reason. It's just completely optional, and I don't understand it. Even in my, I don't want to really talk about the remastered level. I'll spoil this right now. I turned this into like a key wing, just because it seems like such an obvious set piece. I just don't get it. Like, Nathan Lineback makes these cool looking parts of his levels, although I will say it's a bit derivative of both the pit and I think the abandoned mines, but whatever, gonna move on to the main progression. So this is another Nathan Linebackism. These are actually teleporters, even though it looks like the again, Nathan Lineback, he gets it, but he doesn't get it. The monsters just cross over from one side, coming out, but when you go in, you just teleport, and it's like, the obvious choice would just had the monsters teleport behind you. Like, make a little ambush, but he doesn't get it. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use this door-esque looking column. It raises up and you can safely pass through. Again, teleport only works on one side. Not sure what he was thinking. Think about, and then, okay, you get this little, very E1M7 looking computer thing. I don't know what the hell you call this, abstract Doom-ass mapping. Lowers into, again, a fucking Startan. We're changing themes yet again. A bunch of imps, a bunch of Phobos computers. When you think about it, this is just like a plagiarism of the swastika room from E1M4, just in reverse. Instead of going to the room and the ceiling raises down, you go up the ceiling into the upper floor and it lowers you down. Not the most original mapping. And by the way, you're stuck here. There's no way to get back. It's kind of a design flaw. I mean, again, you gotta love this rebel floor. He forgets to change the textures. Now we're in this very... oh crap. Very Shores of Hell looking pipe room. This way is the main progression, but over here you got this, again, yet another Nathan Linebackism. This is where his, like I said, this is where the levels start taking off. This weird spinning bricks room. One of the most memorable parts of the level, just because it's so goddamn weird. Like, why bricks of all textures to have spinning? You'd think you'd have, like, machinery to make this, like, the moving, machinery in his level. I guess it's supposed to be, like, two ambush cacodemons, but it's like... I don't know, one of them comes out of the tunnel already, so it's like he didn't hide them well enough. And again, the same boring full brightness throughout this whole thing. You'd think this would be, like, much darker, but whatever. Again, you got these like weird wooden cubbies. You got green brick floors. You got brown brick ceilings, tan brick walls. You got these strange, I don't even know where the hell these are used in the IWADs, these strange valve textures. And all this just for a single rocket pack and a med kit. Not really worth it at all. Oh, by the way, yeah, the metal hexagon textures. Very strange 90s texturing. We got some more brown brick rooms. I'll show this off a little later. We got this very interesting choice of textures. You got these brown rooms with red pillars? Red brick pillars? Huh. This is a very E1M4-esque room. Again, very interesting how this level takes a lot of inspiration from John Romero's various levels. Actually, wait, I think that was a Tom Hall co-authored level, E1M4. Now we got some more cavern textures for some reason. It just becomes a cave. You get some sandy ceilings, sort of like the beginning of E1M3 Hellkeep. I'm not gonna get that switch yet. Some interesting, again, now it's turning into like a wooden hallway, like a wooden library hallway, sort of like that starting hallway, with computer panels inside and mid-grade textures blocking them. I just don't quite get what he was thinking with this texturing scheme. It's such a cool layout. It's B for based, but like, I don't know. Now you got some weird, you got this combination of metal wall textures with wooden plank, like a big wooden fence. Sort of like that big wooden fence in Titan Manor. You got this like upper computer area, like E1M7 again. This is, you get the yellow key. The only, strangely enough, map 8, you get the only key in the entire level. Okay. Now I'm gonna bitch save over here, just because this is probably the worst room in the level. The whole level's pretty good, except for this weird segment. Just full of specters. I'm gonna show this off just to show off how shitty this is. You got 2 teleporters in here. Okay, you got 2 teleporters. Complete darkness. You gotta use the auto map to really find your way around. I guess that's just a death pit, because I don't think there's a way out. Oh, it's got the little E1M3 donut. Again, he's just copying ideas from the IWADs, but whatever. Look at that, it just takes you all the way back to the beginning of the level. What the fuck, Nathan? Couldn't just take you right outside the room you went into. No, you gotta teleport you all the way back to the beginning of the level. Very frustrating bullshit. I make my way over to this, again, you got this weird light, this ceiling light as the floor. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now, because this is probably the best part of the level. Yeah, this is another awesome secret. Turns out you go through that teleporter, you end up right in this cool, nukage waterfall area. And it just leads back out to the main room. Just nice little cool thing. I really love that area. I'm actually gonna clip back up, because again, it's such a cool visual for 95. Oh, I forgot to clip off. I can't even complain he doesn't have the nukage border textures, but whatever. Oh, very annoying thing about this room. You can go up this side, but this side is too high, so you always just gotta run around the outside area. Kinda awkward, but okay. 95, people. Even in this door is kinda weird, because it's like the little door texture. I know we didn't just make the door smaller, but it's like in the shape of a cross. I guess it's like a Christian bunker zero? Whatever. Sorry if it sounds very negative when I'm looking at this level, but it's like Nathan Lyon, again, he gets it, but he doesn't get it. He's got this nice little light fixture, but this is like one of the only light fixtures in the entire goddamn level. This whole poorly lit level. I guess this is kind of cool too, but now I can finally finish the level. Doing that opens up like a little alcove with 4 easily BFG'd cacodemons. You know, it's like Nathan Landmark gets mad watching this. It's like, dude, you're the one putting the BFGs in the levels. Probably one of the only interesting ambushes, but again, white rubble ceiling, comp blue outside, weird tech walls inside. This texturing just hurts my head. And again, you got a pain elemental. Kind of a strange choice to put as your penultimate monster before the exit door. I think, yeah, there's a lost soul. This final room is kind of cool looking with the green ceiling blinking. But overall, this is Bunker Zero, one of my favorite levels, but honestly, in its original form, kind of flawed, because you notice it's a very linear progression. You can probably trace the path I took the entire way. It's just a straight line to the exit, even though it looks more non-linear than it really is. Again, Nathan gets it, but he doesn't get it. Death Management. This is not a very good level. This is yet another Wolfenstein conversion, and I'm not really fond of this level at all. This is probably the first really bad level in MarsWar, unfortunately. You know, one-man Megawatt from 1995, bound to have a bunch of stinkers. Again, very odd texturing. Suddenly there's grass on Mars, I guess. There's so much cell ammo and rockets, I could probably just BFG everything, but I don't know. I'm playing this like it's a real, like, legitimate Doom mod. It really isn't. Now this is a very cool area. You probably see the little bony boys waiting for me. This is a somewhat cool looking area, even if it's a bit mono-textured. You probably, it's almost like a little cathedral or something. Little armor is like the main shrine, I guess. I don't know which official PWAD level this reminds me of. Maybe a little bit of Monster Condo. Again, your million rockets and BFG cells making this trivial. And you even get some rockets as I was gonna say insurance. I didn't order. I guess there's the super shotgun if you're pistol starting this. So it is a bit annoying on a pistol start. Probably one of these is like a secret bookcase, but I don't quite remember. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to just shut the compatibility options off. Just because it's getting kind of annoying to have all these ZDoom features. Doom strict? Okay. I'm so used to... Oh, it instantly takes effect. Bitch save. I don't quite remember this level. This is kind of a forgettable level. Even though this looks identical to the hallway I was just in, it's actually a completely different, separate hallway. Again, you can kind of tell that this was a Wolfenstein conversion. For some reason, it's locked on the outside, but unlocked on the inside, which is just okay, Nathan. This is another part, sort of like MarsWar Map 3. You just got a bunch of windows and dudes shooting you in these wooden hallways. Like, he just copied and pasted straight from that. Nice gory details, though. I'll give him that. Death management. You get the idea that this is like some weird... I don't know, between the music and like the looks of the level with the scratch walls, it does give me kind of like an insane asylum vibe. But I'm sure the text file has a completely different story. Only one way to go, unfortunately. Another vine marble maze, sort of like Map 7 now. Now, you see, he's got this lit up sector. You would think he would have like a little beam of light pointing to this wall, and then on the opposite side having it point out that way too, but no. 90s mapping, everybody. Unless your name was John Anderson, John Dr. Sleep Anderson, you probably did not care about lighting in Doom levels. Is that a chain gunner behind him? Yeah, let's see if the fatty can take out him and his friend. Ah! I completely lost track of how much health I had. That's okay. You're not watching this for the pro gameplay. Imp? Oh god, I almost died again. Just because the BFG ball was so delayed. Again, very boring. Again, he's got these, like, windows. You would think he would just have beams of light illuminating the room. Make it a little more interesting looking, but nope. I guess he just... I guess maybe the sun is just pointing away or something, but whatever. I don't want to be like an asshole. I don't want to critique these maps. But I am at the point where it's just kind of like growing thin. Like those first 6 maps, I mean they got some weird texturing occasionally, but like... Oh, that's right, that's one of the things I remember, the little bait and switch secret. Forgot exactly how you're supposed to get that. Oh, there we go. And that's it, that's all the room has, it's just... Megasphere. Just pointless Megasphere. Not that I'm complaining, because I needed it. Is this a secret? Yeah, and again, you got this another weird texture change, this weird, worms wall texture, and then the marble vine walls. I just noticed he's got like brown vines on the ceiling, too. And then rubble staircase for some reason. Wooden... I don't know, just very unappealing textures at this point. I don't know what the hell any of this is supposed to be anymore. Like I said, it gets better. Map 10 and especially Map 11 are really worth playing. Bitch save. This part does get a little... Okay, and we got some unironic Wolfenstein textures. Always gotta love those. Always gotta love those in my 90s shitty maps. Although I guess it is a Wolfenstein conversion, so I really can't complain. I have to imagine from a pistol start this would be somewhat annoying to take on this many cacodemons at once. This is some Kasali shit right here. Like, I think TNT-31. The famous Pharaoh map. With a bugged yellow key. Is that everybody? I don't know, funny things, I don't even remember if this is the first map to crack 100. Ah, oh, nah, I'll save my ammo. Might as well waste the cells. Look, because he gives me the plasma rifle anyway. You're supposed to just know that's there. Run past all the cacodemons and then grab this. Ah, God. This level design, I swear. Starts as good 95 levels, but then quickly becomes typical 95 levels. And never gets good again. Nah, again, I'm being harsh. It does get better after this, thankfully. Oh, a bunch of brains for some reason. Yeah, and I mean, even this song I'm not very fond of. It really does not feel like it was meant to be played in like an 8-minute long Doom level or whatever. I think I'm ready to go to the exit. You know, now I'm looking at this, something I missed on the first part of the level. Bitch save. Yeah, that's right, the weird computer tower thing. You're just supposed to know that's a lift, I guess. It's some more chain gunner spam. Again, this very evolution-ish, kinda. Back in the 90s when difficulty was considered just throwing a million chain gunners at you with very little armor. Not that this mod doesn't give you, like, armor, but you know what I mean. Look at that, just 2 chain gunners right off the bat. I think more are gonna pop out. That was not really worth spending the extra time to go out of my way to look for, but whatever. Now, again, now it's suddenly comp blue? With a white rubble floor as a transitional border? What? I just noticed he's got like the tech-based doors, but like the wooden... He should have like the wooden doors with the Cyber Demon skull on them. Or whatever that's supposed to be. And he's got these ash wall pillars, like what the fuck? Now this is one of the gimmicks of the level. There's two ways to go. One is the real exit, and then one is like fake. Fortunately ZDoom shows the real one. First archvile of the PWAD. Kind of an odd place to put him, but I guess it is satisfying to just blow the fuck out of him. You know he's coming. And he can't even escape it because he's blocked by the flaming barrels. Well, that was MarsWar's first stinker, unfortunately. But fortunately, the next level, transport ship, this one's quite a doozy. Oh yeah, I love this MIDI. You know it's off to a great start when you got a chain gun snipers. Alright, very cool visual. Got these big pillars up on this comp span pillars. You got this cool star tent thing. You see this whole thing. You see this? This whole level is just this giant ring. This is one of the oh wait, this is a shotgun. It's considered a secret for some reason. I guess it's for the pistol starters. You're just gonna have to know that's there, apparently. Giant goddamn level. That's one of the ways towards the main level. But there's another way. Yeah, there's another way towards the main level. It's like the Volkswagen logo now that I look at it. But still going. Still going. This red key door. Get to hear the awesome tracker music. Yet another red key door. Is this the entrance? Yeah, I've made it all the way back around. Just gigantic fucking level. But funny enough, if you know what you're doing, you can beat this level only in a few minutes. Like I was saying, it reminds me sort of like a Drake O'Brien map from Evolution, only way better. Wait, yeah, I don't know what I saw. I thought I saw Hall of Meters for a second. I seem to recall this one being very annoying from a pistol start just because a lot of hit scanners. Again, very Evolution kind of map. Hit scan hell. Very large open areas with no cover. Song unfortunately is a bit too short for the length of the level though. I'm just gonna chainsaw this guy. I don't even have to save the ammo, it just felt like it. So this level actually has an entire, like, wall of text story in the text file. By the way, great enemy placement. Apparently, in the story of MarsWar, this was, like, some scientist's weird dream project. And, like, he was gonna make the first warp drive-capable ship, but they all said he was a madman, and, like, they shut down the project. They turned it into, like, a university. The only places allowed to have education still on the planet for some reason. I don't know. It's some weird crazy story, but that one day I guess some crazy people broke in and then got the warp drives working, and then the whole one world government found out and they flipped their lid. I guess it's supposed to be like the all-seeing eye Illuminati symbol in the middle of the map or something. I don't know. Oh good, another clear shot of these fat red fucks. I mean, I could go over there, but I don't think there's anything besides some spare chain gun ammo. Might as well just get back to the main progression of the level. Like I said, if you know where you're going, this level is actually not hard at all. It's got a lot of cool stuff. It's got like a cargo bay, little mini E2M2 maze. See, it's changed themes again to tech green. I'm not sure what the general take on using tech green textures with Startan is. As far as I know, it's considered like a design no-no. Because there's supposed to be two different tech bases, but whatever. I mean, the thing with Doom maps is you can make them look like whatever you want, as long as they just look good. But some people are very anal retentive about themes. Now, unfortunately, this is a 90s map, and you can tell because it's got the slowest goddamn lifts ever for the main level progression. Oy. One of the few things that unfortunately dates this. I'm going to try to platform. Yes, I made it. I think this is the secret. Oh dear God, did I just take the wrong way? Well, at least I got platform for this. Not that I need it. Oh God, let's time how long this takes. 4 minutes and 32 seconds. There's like a solid 8 seconds of waiting. Oh God, and I just realized I'm gonna have to wait again because it turns out I was supposed to platform from there. I forgot that fact. Oh my God. Again, if you want to thumbs down the video and shut it off by now, be my guest. Bitch save. There we go. Now I gotta wait for this super slow lift. Thankfully this one's a lot shorter. This opens, I think that, yeah, it's one of the barriers towards the exit. Come to this weird cage part with, I guess park benches you'd call them. Or with like picnic tables made out of the door texture. Single Revenant, for such a strangely large level, not a whole lot of opposition. This door, I believe this... Oh no, see that's the worst part. That whole elevator trip was completely pointless because I could have just went in through this door. And this would have just taken me straight there. So again, if you know what you're doing, this level's not very hard. It's not very long. But I am going to try to show off as much as possible, because it is one of the more not visually, of course not visually impressive, but, and by the way, change themes again to, like, square gray rooms. Square gray concrete. Now it's, like, the wood grain, I guess? I don't even recognize this texture. Doom 2 has so many identical looking brown textures, completely indistinct from each other compared to like the Doom 1 textures that are all very visually distinct in themes. Like, I could not tell you which Doom 2 level this was used in, except maybe the pit. I seem to recall something else in here. I guess that's it. I guess it's just a pointless side room. Again, I'm really starting to get tired of this song now, because it's too short for how long this level is. Again, for some reason he's got like the gray stone floor, then white rubble floor. It's like he just could not decide on a single theme. I think I was going to say this in the Bunker Zero level, but I didn't get around to it. A lot of Nathan Lineback's levels feel like obvious first drafts that he never went back and elaborated on. It was like he did one draft and said, yeah, you know what, that's good enough. This is a good level. People will enjoy it. Look up there, just like a green texture for some reason. Very strange. This little backpack of your pistol star. Now this is another Nathan Linebackism. This is a really awesome power core. And those are some custom blue textures he made by recoloring those red light textures, if you can see in the distance. Really, again, another Nathan Linebackism. Really makes this level cool. That's the distinct warp drive, I guess you'd call it. Now we are one of the upper rafters of that all-seeing eye lava pillar thing. And this is that alcove we opened up. Now we got the red key, which I found, funny enough, I think is one of the only keys needed to beat this level. I think it's a very... Despite its huge size, I don't think it's actually... Whatever. And again, like I was saying before, for such a large level, with such a very comically low monster density, a lot of these levels really just feel like I'm too young to die difficulty, even on ultra violence. And it really just seems like he was too afraid to push it to its boundaries, have tons of monsters everywhere. Like, I'm not into really slaughter map kind of maps, but even like Doom 2 had more grit than this. These gigantic computer monitor pillars. Pretty sure those are a custom texture. It's just based on one of the pre-existing IWAD ones. Again, goes from star green, star gray to star green to wooden library textures. Another weird Nathan Linebackism. The text file, I think it does mention you gotta look for the survivors. Big meatball waiting for me up in the rafters. I probably could have used half those rockets, but whatever, I don't care. Got plenty of rockets to spare. Little broken door. Very nice Nathan Linebackism right there. Oh, this is the other side of the big room. I guess he has a super shotgun. Again, this map is pretty cool to pistol stars. This is one of those big evolution style hit scanner clusterfucks I was talking about. I just noticed there's a very nice view into that room. I guess. Not really. I actually don't even know what the hell this is supposed to be in the context of the warp drive, or warp ship, or whatever. Let's see. See, there's a whole wing I haven't even... All this level... Is that... Yeah, there's a lift. I guess you just rewarded just some more bullets you don't really need. Oh, and here's yet another, sniper cluster. This is the other side of that little warp reactor I was showing you. Actually, wait, no. It's the second warp reactor on the other side of the ship. I was here already. Oh wait, there is the blue key in this level. Move on to the red key wing. Yeah, again, you got these strange living quarters, I guess. All of a sudden, very wooden library kind of textures. Let's get another faux 3D, because it's got like these intersecting hallways. Oh, but that's right, there's a second pain elemental at the end of the hall that, like, spams Lost Souls at you. Ugh. Again, some light fixtures would really help that. Thankfully, he does color code this part, so if you're just running, you'll probably see the blue flames and know, oh, this is what the blue key is. It's the lift. I think it's the other side. There's actually a whole separate side area to explore. Great Arachnotron placement. Great Nathan. Thanks for that. I got a little monster closet for no reason. Just have some more hit scanners bother you, I guess. Yeah, if I remember correctly, all these doors are locked. Which is why they have the no person, no entryway symbol, I guess. Where was that little side area? Probably this way. Yeah, here we go. I heard something. Here we go. That's what I need for the poison. You got the little poison warning. Poison, poison. Again, these giant little rooms. These giant rooms with little monster density. Just a single pain elemental when he could have had like maybe 6 to 8 Hell Knights or something. Not that that would be very fun to fight. Oh, and God, you gotta love more slow-moving lifts. Oh wait, this is the raising to the ceiling type, like in E1 and 5. Well, that's another area. I don't remember what's on that ledge. That's a strange level design choice. Wait. Yeah, you gotta... It's like he didn't flip the line defs right. So you gotta, like, You gotta like go, you have to leave the platform to make it go up. Gotta love 90s newbie master mistakes like that. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? Not enough, Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see, I gotta use these walls? The 30-second door? Am I soft locked now? Oh, there it is. It's 30-second door. Yeah, one Baron, when you could have, like, at least 6 in this small space. It just takes me all the way back here to kill, I guess, a monster closet. What the fuck was the point of that? I'm not exactly sure, but that's MarsWar. I'm not too sure what the fuck I just did, but it was kind of cool. Oh great, some more library textures. Wait, what am I doing? I'm just wasting BFG's shots for the hell of it. This is the other side of the warp drive now. Yeah, if I remember correctly, one of these is like a decoy. It's not really needed to end the level. Oh wait, here we go. Platform up here. This is the ledge part, I think? Yeah, I'm almost to the exit of this giant level. Not exactly sure what this is, but, you know, for 95 it looks pretty cool. Cooler than anything in, like, Evolution or Icarus. I guess that is just some odd map symmetry. Gonna bitch save just to see if I can get back. Oh, this is just the other side of that, Oh, I can't get back now. That's okay, I'm not gonna bitch load. Might as well just run back there. Hear this wonderful mod file for the loop for like the 8th goddamn time. Nah, might as well load. I'm still missing like 15 monsters, so I think there is just yet another chunk of the map I missed somewhere. Exit, 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 exit. You get this gray cement wall, this dark gray cement wall, library textures in a star gray, and the blue lights and literal blue lights. I don't know. Anyway, that was map 10. Very large and impressive map for its time. And again, sort of Drake O'Brien-ish, rest in peace. Dropship. Now we come to the first boss map. Already from the music, you know it's going to be really great. Oh boy, more pain elementals just arbitrarily thrown in. I forgot this guy loved his pain elementals so much. Oh wow, he just had him. Oh wait. No, I think he teleported him from one of the side rooms. For some reason, that's one thing I noticed about MarsWar. Nathan Lineback was such a newbie, I don't think he actually knew how to set up teleport ambushes. It always just seems like his monsters are already there. Oh shit. This is to whittle your health down before the boss, of course. Oh man, I love this track so much. Wait, I was already here. Oh, hell yeah. This should be in like a slaughter map or something. Somebody should just take the mod file and put it through 2 MIDI. Convert it. If you try to use 2 MIDI to convert the MIDI file from the Italo Disco map, but it didn't really work out that well. Maybe I just know how to use the software. I do need that Soul Sphere. Again, for some reason he's got like the sky textures as just random, I guess there's supposed to be view screens on the ship. Oh, we get some hell shit again. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, a staircase forms behind you. Would you look at that? The entire cargo ship turns into this giant, hellish-looking monstrosity. Fortunately, you could just cheese it by running out the side, like here. Now you can just take them on a more even ground. I'm sure back in 95 this was incredibly difficult. People having to hold Alt in order to turn the turn keys into the strafe keys. I finish off the super shotgun? Yes! Yes! The minute the song isn't even over and he's dead. He's just sitting there. Now I gotta awkwardly the chasm this shit to end the level. That's the point of these little side Johnnies over here. I gotta get back onto the ship now. Finish this level. Nope, that's not it. Actually, no, that's a nice little lighting effect right there. So it's like he does get it sometimes. I don't know, I guess these levels were made in like a non-linear order. Which save for the next video, and we're done. Very short and easy boss map, but I always just thought that was a very memorable visual of the whole little innocent cargo ship revealing a cyber demon on board. Just really brilliant for 95 map making. Nathan Lineback really was a visionary genius for his time, and I'm not even being an asshole or sarcastic. I genuinely mean that. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next video.